Welcome back to Read the Gems podcast. Hey man, Shannon Sharp, man, he being hit with a $50 million lawsuit for alleged rape. Come on, man.
A sexual assault.
Come on, man.
Here the whole time we thinking Shannon Sharp was a little, bro, is Shannon Sharp this?
Yeah.
Or is he that? Yeah. And then it's the whole situation when the fake, what was it, live went down, when he was on live. He said mistakenly the live opened up and, you know what I'm saying?
My Michelle.
Right.
Oh, that's my Michelle.
And all that grizzly growling and all that went down.
I ain't never seen nobody go on accidentally went on live. It's a process.
Yeah.
You click live and then it asks you, are you sure you want to go on live?
Yeah.
Do you want to name this live? Like it's just not, you know, but it's just so ironic that came out around the time where he was being accused of being in that community. Yeah. So it's like he was trying to prove himself. Like, no, y'all hear me with Michelle. I am not that. So
let me ask you though, because I want to ask y'all boys. Do you think he has some type of? Because he says he has messages showing that, you know, they was having conversations and she was all down with everything that he did.
Exactly.
Yeah. So do y'all think that he has some type of defense when it comes to this?
100%.
Of course.
You heard what Shannon Sharp said. This is a shakedown.
Yeah.
This is a shakedown. Shakedown. This is a shakedown.
And we ain't gonna let it happen.
This is a shakedown.
He said it straight up. This is a shakedown.
Yeah,
he showed all the text messages. This was consensual.
Exactly.
He was like, I met her on OnlyFans, and she go by this on OnlyFans, and it's always been consensual. I've never held her against her will. Shannon Sharp, he have a very distinctive voice, and he got an old country bunking type of voice. Like, but I like Shannon Sharp. He seems like a very humble. He
to everybody. He to a lot of people.
He give me vibes, and he seemed like a very upstanding, respectable guy that just likes to have fun. He's rich.
Yeah, he gonna tell you straight.
But Shannon wasn't sharp enough.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? He
hey,
wasn't sharp enough.
Shannon, you let the girl get the best of you. She's young, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta understand. You're living. You're living up here.
Yeah.
Well, you need to come back down.
let me ask you a question though. As a father, right? That has a daughter.
Right.
Would you allow let's say her to date someone that's over 30 years?
I think we talked about this, but I would say this. After she reaches that age of consent, right?
Right.
I want to say at 18. I want to say maybe after 21 to 25. That's on you. That's out of my jurisdictions now. You know what I'm saying? You're of age of consent. I can only tell you certain things. I cannot force you to do what you don't want to do.
Yeah.
So for me, I think if she come home at the age of 25, me personally, I'm gonna think, okay, you done got your little sugar daddy or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just me and my brain.
Okay.
Whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna knock her. Like some people have different fetishes. I'm just be real. You have some women that just love older women. You have some older women like younger men. Or some older men like younger women. So it's all about the preference. But I don't think I really like it because I want you to grow with somebody of your age group.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want you to, fill out life. I feel like once you're at a certain age with, say if she's dating a 40-year-old, I want to say that I feel like it's some type of manipulation or control there. This guy's way above way above and the age.
Old enough to be your grandfather.
Yeah.
That's pretty weird.
Or your dad.
Yeah, if it's a 19-year-old girl and you coming around with a 57-year-old man, like, daughter, I'm not even that age. What are we doing here?
But is it a love thing, or is it this guy really like take care of you? Because it's one of the two. I mean,
it was some kinky stuff going on because
it was a lot. It was a lot going on.
The fact that Shannon Sharp was even wanted to cough up $10 million to make it go away.
Exactly, right? And I mean, he was alleging that the lawyer.
Hold on, he was willing to cough up how much?
$10 million.
Yeah,
and she declined.
But what would make a man want to do that? And let me ask you. If you were having an altercation with a girl, right? Yeah, you don't want it to blow up in the headlines. You don't want it to go all over, social media and all that stuff. But if you know you 54, as we say in Florida,
in Florida, 54 means you didn't
good.
do it
straight.
Good.
You straight. Yeah.
So if you know you 54, why should I be putting any money out. You know what I'm saying? If I got messages that can show, hey, man, we was talking good. You said you wanted to do this. When I asked you want to come over, you said yes. If I have all these confirmations from you, I feel like I don't have to dish out nothing. Talk to my lawyer.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
I know. I have a belief of why I feel like he offered that. Mind you, it's $100 million contract with ESPN. The $100 million deal that he was just about to sign with ESPN. So he like, damn, this don't look good for me right now. Can I pay you 10 bands so you can be quiet and let's keep this on the hush? Because you really 10 mil. So you really about to mess up my deal right now.
How much was she asking for though?
She was asking for.
At that time, she wasn't asking for anything.
Yeah, she was asking for anything.
She just basically at that time she just didn't want. Allegedly, she didn't want to be participating in the acts that he wanted.
But let me ask you another question: Is what are they calling this? Are they calling it rape?
Sexual assault.
Sexual assault. Okay.
Exactly.
So the sexual assault meaning
she's basically saying
she
he
didn't
was
want to perform something and he didn't have the protection on.
Right.
You know, she was telling him, please do this, but do the act, but in protection.
Right.
And I guess allegedly he felt like he didn't have to. So.
But what I want to know, because when you at this level here, where's the letter of what do you call
it?
The
NDA?
Oh, yeah,
the non-disclosure agreement. I don't
because all the stuff is supposed to be.
Shannon wasn't sharp enough.
God,
he wasn't sharp enough. You're supposed to have any woman that comes in your vicinity to sign an NDA. You got too comfortable, and she's an OnlyFans girl.
Like, where's this NDA? Because once you sign that paper, we can no longer discuss what happened.
Come on, you're moving willy-nilly with an OnlyFans girl.
And we're not saying that we're okay or we commend or applauding what happened, because at the end of the day, we would never want no woman, especially with us having sisters.
Yes,
right?
yes.
To be
daughters, sisters, aunts. Yeah, we have women in our family.
Type of issues as what this young lady is claiming. So
but you know
we're
what?
not condoning it.
You know what's crazy? I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah.
If this was to happen to a broke person, there wouldn't be no money involved.
Oh hell no!
I'm just gonna be real. No. The only reason why money is involved because money's involved.
Yeah.
Listen, hey, let me tell you something. I really think she doesn't even care about the 50 mil. Her real number probably 20 mil.
Yeah.
But you're going to ask for a crazy number, so that way, let's say if he does settle, all right, I can't give you 50, but I'll give you 30. Right?
He's like, I only wanted 20. So
right?
I'm gonna be honest.
And listen too, also the lawyer that's representing her also tried to shake down Jay-Z, but didn't have Tony Bugsby, but didn't have enough evidence or no evidence at all. So his credibility ain't the best.
Right. So
this was a shakedown, like Shannon said. It's a shakedown.
The shakedown, I get, but I also get that. See, me, I'm a person. I'm a very logical thinker, so I think about all ways around it. Right. We talking about the one topic, but I'm thinking about all ways around it. Yeah. Now we talking about Shannon Sharp here. This is a guy who's been in ESPN for a long time. We talking about a guy who's known to be on TV. Talking and whatever. But at this rate, is it really just about this, or could it be about something else, or somebody's trying to bring him down, demote him? So somebody could be, planting this because they're like, man, all right, man, we want Shannon Sharp to get up out of here now. It's time for somebody new.
ESPN just said we parting ways with him.
Yeah.
You know how bad he has to feel right now? I know he's like, man, this girl just messed me up, man.
But you know what? Like how you said, it's the shakedown. I know for a fact Shannon Sharp has a lot of defense mechanisms. He has text messages. He has cameras in his own home. If a person really don't want to be there, bruh, they can walk out the door.
Listen,
right.
This woman literally, she literally moved to Nevada where he was living at. If someone is abusing you,
come on now,
why would you follow them?
Right.
Why would you move from LA to Nevada?
Come on, man.
Where to move with or move closer to a guy that's abusing you. Let's make it make sense.
So how long they said that they was messing around?
Since 2023.
So basically about 2 years.
Okay, so 2 years. And me personally,
so why now?
Why now is because they trying to take Shannon Sharp down. Like, you gotta understand this man has a platform on YouTube that went big. He's all over ESPN because this thing's been going on for years.
Yeah,
the age thing is just a scapegoat for the actual problem. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people will say, "Oh, but yeah, she's this." That's not the point. She's still at age of consent. That's like if you go somewhere and
she's legal.
Yeah, she's legal.
Yeah.
So let's get to the real problem. We know about that part. Let's get to the real problem, and the real problem is that
was it consensual or not?
Exactly,
because it was consensual.
Right.
She's an OnlyFans girl that's selling her services to Shannon Sharpe.
Exactly.
And to be quite frank,
I believe it was a big number for each cheek.
Yeah. That was in the messages. Remember, all the messages leaked. She was charging $25,000 per cheek.
What is that? And I don't even know what that is. What is
they
that?
was on some kinky stuff, bro.
Yeah.
She was saying,
"I have my big black baby."
Yeah, can you impregnate me and give me a big black baby? And Shannon was like, "Oh, will you put your face between my?" So that was like why they said he was willing to cough up the 10 mil because he didn't want those messages coming out in the first place. Yeah. That's embarrassing.
You're right.
Shannon Sharpe, I hope you all the
Sharpen
best.
Up.
Sharpen up.
You're right.
Yeah, man. Your pencil wasn't sharp in that day.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And that goes for any successful men out here, especially black men. Tighten up, bro. Like,
Think about it, man. People been getting hit with it it's just been going on year after year.
Yeah.
So
it
what
never
makes
stopped.
you think they're not gonna be that guy? I don't care how smart you are. You wasn't smart enough today, bro.
Yeah.
Being real that day. So yeah, man.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Read the gem.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.